bridge, which now I wish I still was, but I did not jump in the river. I know I look like it. So I got two poles out, both with my cast net right here real quick. Got some little small finger mullet. Got them out under some popping corks. And I'm on the other side of that bridge. The pump station's right here. And then looks like they got two little service buildings or whatever they are, I don't know. So, the road's just right here. So we'll see what happens. River or water movement is going this way. Not really a river. It's kind of going from left to right, so I'm going to have to keep putting it over here and letting it float down and see what happens.
So I fished over here for about 2 hours. I think the only thing I really caught were a couple of crabs. I might have got a bite or two, but nothing significant. I think I cast my bait off of the hook more than I got it taken by a fish or crab. Just kind of cast it out. Like I said, the water was moving from left to right really strong, so I could have fished the bottom, but I know that with the live bait, when they're on the popping cork, it keeps them running around, so just had some mullet underneath these popping corks, and I have a lot of good success with that technique, either mullet or shad or whatever's in the water. When you get to an area and there's a lot of movement, cast net out, get some of those fish, and you'll have pretty good luck, because that's what's out there. That's what the fish out there are eating and feeding on, and you'll really have a lot of good luck with catching fish on the fish that they eat regularly. So if you're not into that, you can try different lures and stuff under the cork, and they work well. So I decided to go ahead. Like I said in the beginning, I was underneath that bridge on the other side, and I noticed that it had a lot of movement. And the guy came down and said the only thing he's ever caught there is some bass. And I did notice the carp kind of coming all up on the edge of the water and stuff. I mean, I could tell they were carp just by what looked like big redfish at first, but then I started looking at them and I realized, no, that's carp. So I cleaned up here, packed everything up, and went over to a little grocery store down the road and paid a crazy amount for some bread. And decided to go ahead and see if I couldn't pull out one of these carp. And you can see the pump station in the background, so try a little different technique with the video this time, and a video and video going on here, so you don't have to watch each individual fish. But caught a couple of carp and got a couple of really small bass. The bass were, man, I wish this video was better. I had the exposure set wrong, so that it's a really dark video, and I apologize for that, but you can see the carp fairly well because they're a lighter fish, but these bass were like neon green. And down in the bottom left there, it's one of those little bass. I wish you could really get the color. I wish I could have seen that the lighting was horrible. I didn't realize it, but now I know. So, but yeah, the bass, those little bass were just pretty aggressive, and they ate the bread. I was kind of surprised. So here's another couple of videos all mashed together. It was fun. I had a blast. I mean, I just love catching fish. I love fishing. I love being outside. It was probably 100 degrees in the shade there where I'm at. I was sweating to death. I looked like I jumped in the river. My shirt was soaked. My hat was soaked. I was soaked. My face is so red it looks sunburned. It's ridiculous, but I had a blast. Another little carp there in the center video, and in the upper left, man, I wish you could see those. The green on them was just a neon bright green. It was amazing. holding the fish out. Got to do the stretched arm. So what in the center video, if you look, I'm holding up the hook that I'm using, and I'm kind of showing, kind of mash the bread on there, make a dough ball, and I was leaving just the very tip of the hook exposed. So I kind of put the dough ball around the shank and allowed the tip of the hook to be still outside of the dough ball a little bit. Used like a white bread, that's what I found. They also had hamburger buns there, and I thought about using those, but the inside area of those is what works best. So here's the last couple pictures. All the fish I caught that day. Had a lot of fun.
Well, thanks again, Evan. Wasn't a bad day. No gar, but wasn't a bad day. I like catching fish. And that was a fish. Turtle. I don't know if you can see them. There's like 6 turtles. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.
So I had a blast, and guys, keep those suggestions coming. I have another video coming out pretty soon here with the subscriber that suggested an area up by the power plants, and I'll tell you what, I had a blast there, and that will be a regular spot for me. It was just full of fish, and I'll have, like I said, I'll have that video out soon. Appreciate all the subscribers, viewers, and everybody out there, and we'll see you next time.